If you're up to a canter or a gallop, you're fine.
No. I just wanted to make sure there was 2 on each.
All right, we are live. Welcome to the Equestrian Championship An Tir. Oh. Sure. Let's see if the king wants to say something.
Hello, An Tir. Welcome to the Equestrian Championships. We have a lot of great riders today, a lot of great mounts. It's proving to be a wonderful time out here. So. And Rifkin later will be showing us the rodeo clown exploits of this championship tournament.
I might have to play the jester later.
You are already playing the jester.
Actually, Your Majesty, you are one of the few sitting royals that I've seen really taking part in equestrian activities and riding horses. Do you have a background in that? Like, what's your interest?
I rode a bit when I was younger, and then Sir Edwardian Anderson got me into riding in the evenings, and we would do a lot of practice. And then it's been a while, but at An Tir this weekend, I got reauthorized for equestrian and games and mounted combat. So I'm very excited about that.
So what's your favorite part? Like, do you like
being on the horse?
Okay.
It's on the tourney field, you share that moment with your opponent. On the equestrian field, you share that moment with your horse. And working together to where you can feel how they want to move and how you move, it's really fun. And I am a rank newbie, really, when it comes to being mounted on a horse. So often I'm just a pink monkey up there giving them the wrong information, but I try. And it is so much fun. And when you can get that rhythm with another being, it's just super rewarding.
It's like the flow that you chase when you're fighting. You
Yeah.
get that flow with the horse.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
When you and the horse can maneuver yourselves into a position to do the thing out here, it's pretty freaking awesome.
Nice. Well, thank you for answering my questions.
You're welcome.
I will turn the camera back to the horse.
We can
Just an impressive little bit of side step. It did look a little bit unintentional.
Did you hear me? What?
I'm a chocolate croissant girl.
Yes.
All right. Oh, I thought she was going to start trotting.
When he turned a teenager,
Hondo.
So that's Duchess Miranda. She's one of the competitors.
Duchess Miranda!
And
Yay!
maybe she'll trot for us and let her coat flow
I don't know about that.
No,
The goal today is to stay on, look pretty.
I don't think she's going to have any problem staying.
You didn't see him rearing earlier. We had to change out the saddle.
Well, ride well.
Sir Edward Ian Anderson.
Here's Earl Edwardian Anderson. He's another competitor today.
Yay! Edward Ian Anderson!
This horse has the best dressed hair.
If you want to do the changeover KEO, because we have a gift for stepping down.
Yeah, when do you want to do that?
Let's do it right after the session or just before it, either one.
Okay, I don't have a ceremony.
It's not really a ceremony. It's blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
But
I'm sure there's a fealty thing, probably.
I'm a junior to the
You guys are all getting
Earl Marshal, so
behind the scenes.
that's where the fealty lies, is through that, isn't it?
Okay.
And besides, I'm a knight. I'm already used to it.
Well, no, I understand that. Okay,
Here's
we'll
another
make the ceremony
competitor
easy.
coming down.
Yeah. But I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Make sure we do an invocation after they process and introduce themselves. So,
Yeah, no.
this is Ulrich. Baron Ulrich.
Oh, yes. So this is Baron Ulrich of Walton.
So that each have Anna go to do that, and then afterwards.
He looks very pretty. Grace on her told me there were
Are you
five
competitors? Yeah. Do you have a book for some of that? We can do that. Between Scamp and I, we can do it. He's also helpful with that.
Improvise.
righty, lefty, this.
Sit up on the bleachers.
It always slides out. And now that I have the mic in my hand, I have nothing to say. I think I might. Much better. Welcome to the An Tir Equestrian Championship. We're still sort of waiting for everything to get started. You just missed His Majesty sort of giving us a quick intro. You can see some of the competitors over here. You have Duchess Anharad and Baron Ulrich of Valkenfeld. And I'll zoom in a little bit. So, or maybe I didn't zoom in. Maybe this zoomed in for me. Oh, that's a bummer. No zooming, which is probably good because. Would it be all right if I talk to our manager real quick? Yeah, absolutely. So while we wait for the championship to start, we're going to listen to Brianna Kasia sing. She's the current equestrian champion.
King on the field. No, he's trying. Oh, but also, I just belted out a song. I'm not trying to be. Look at this subtleness.
Stand on the bleachers.
I think I'm gonna follow him so that we can actually see it. Just take it off. Oh, there we go. I'm very hands-on. I like to follow His Majesty because he's where the action's at.
You need me to move just
He's so subtle.
We have a great crowd today. Look, all these peers and royals.
Woo! And more peers and royals in the arena
Yes.
on ponies.
Can you tell us, Brianna, who all the contestants are?
Absolutely. In order of precedence, we have Duchess Anharad. We have Duchess Miranda. We have Earl Edward Ian Anderson. We have Baron Ulrich of Valkenfeld and Baroness Driffa.
Awesome.
So we have 5 competitors this year, which is one more than we had 3 years ago.
Thank you for serving for 3 years.
Oh, it was a hardship, I tell you. I hung this on my closet and I looked at it longingly, but I rode every day, so you know, I was being a champ. I did in fact test to see if some of the barding and fittings, the comparisons, worked with driven horses and harness. They do, and it looks lovely when you're driving in a carriage and you're cantering along. So I had a lot of fun, but not a lot of things I could do with all of everybody in An Tir, and that was the sad thing for me. So
I guess you're gonna have to do it.
I don't know. This doesn't really. I actually installed hooks in the valance above my bed to hang this, because the lance of the. Oh yeah, I might need it. You see, the lance of the lion is 10 feet long. It is a quartered point, hand forged. It is a beautiful piece of regalia. It is also sharp, pointy, dangerous, and doesn't fit in houses, or motels, or hotels, which I found out at 12th night as I'm doing. Oh no, this a lot.
Who made it? Is that a Grindle?
I actually do not know who forged the weapon. I believe someone does, probably the first champion.
Because if we're not, we'll try and do better.
Yeah, thank you.
Is Tova out there somewhere?
Tova?
Yeah.
Tova?
Where's Nadia? Hey, Nadia. I want to introduce you to Toby. She can do the paperwork for me. Okay? To get you authorized.
Let all combatants who wish to compete for the title of Equestrian Champion of An Tir present themselves before their majesties.
Am I the only one? No?
No, bring it individually for
Oh,
presentation.
I forgot you said with all. Okay, excuse me.
Majesties. The Grace has these letters.
This is my letter of intent, which asking humbly to have you let me compete in your championship this day. Could you please read my letter for the audience?
My honor.
Thank you.
Greetings unto mighty King Akhtamasari and most noble and beautiful Queen Ashansi. I, Duchess Anahari Bandabas Brackenbell.
Amy's leader of horses in Sarmatian.
Do humbly request Your Majesty's leave to enter my name into your championship list this day, to compete for the honor to stand ready to lead the war horses of An Tir into battle, to protect and defend Your Majesties and the people of An Tir. I have been recognized for my equestrian skills with membership in the order of the Lion Etilia de Lance. I have represented An Tir in other kingdoms by winning the Wolf Moon Empress in Primaris and by winning the Equestrian War Point in the Great Western War in Cailles. I also served as a senior equestrian marshal. I would bear arms from upon the swift back of this noble steed, Lil Red, by the generosity of his owner, Baron Ulfric Elfric. It would be an honor to compete against those good riders and steeds who I would meet in competition this day, and to entertain those gathered here for you. I ride today and all days in service to you, my lieges, and for the glory of the Kingdom of An Tir, signed by the hand this day, this 4th day of September in the year of Anna Societas 52. 57. Yes. Thank you, my sister.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
She'll walk for you.
Your Majesties, 4-time Equestrian Champion An Tir, needed to be let in by my trusty friend. Never have I won on this horse. However, he was part of a winning team. I did ride 7 horses in 7 events. The 3rd time I won. Today, unless I borrow another horse, we will not be having Hondo participate in your games. So, I had 2 goals: stay on and be pretty. I had to take off the pretty. So, we're working on the stay on. So, I may enter your list if you'll have me, and if the lunch.
You're always welcome.
Thank you. We're not going to take a lot.
Good luck. Good luck with your victory.
Discretion being the better part of valor.
Duchess Miranda's horse has been acting up a bit earlier today, and so she was just explaining that she might have to withdraw if her horse doesn't settle.
Majesties, one comes now before you, keen-eyed, strong of limb, strong of lung, and Earl Edward Ian Anderson, Master of Laurel in Equestrian, presented to him by An Tir, Knight of the SCA. Both these awards come to him from the hands of one whose fame is known throughout the world. Anharad, this is your fault. Edward Ian Anderson this day vies for the Equestrian Championship on Ruby, Odin Kist. And he presenting also with his inspiration. Ooh, that's a mouthful. All right, Contesta dell'Aria dell'Agiansori. Not bad. All right, good job. And with your kind attention and permission, he will do his best to destroy his opponents in your list.
With your permission, Your Majesty, we would take our place in your list. Edward, you are always welcome. Thank you for honoring us.
Your Majesties, Ulrich Helen comes from the plains across the mountains where cavalry is a way of life. Distances are great and destriers rare, but horses are necessary to wage war.
I knew that was
Our
happening.
people have lighter, faster horses for generations carried war across the distance, thus creating much more plunder.
Huzzah!
He rides this day on Shawnee, who is known for her grace and her beauty. Ulrich is a warrior of great renown and was just chosen by you as the new Baron of Volkenfeld. His open-handed generosity of time, services, and of the loan of his destriers knows no bounds, as does his fierceness and skill at arms. He is a lion's mane, and face him at your peril.
Thank you. Your Majesties, populace, nobles all. Aye. Your Majesties, nobles all, one now comes before you to present themselves in this glorious field. Sunset names, smiling reaver, owner of the laurel, defender of the West, twice champion of the horse in An Tir, inspired this day by Syriac the hunter and riding rhododendron begonia. The sweetest, sassiest, getting uppest, littlest thoroughbred you ever did see. We'll ride the pigs this day for your entertainment, amusement, and to show the war skills on display. So too the reeds and the mounted archery. I give you now, at this final turn, Boudica-blooded, battle-born, blade-brandishing, best badass of the past, Barony Amura! Today we look at the list to vie for the honor of the Equestrian Champion, An Tir. The person who carries this title is sworn in fealty to the crown of An Tir, that wherever and whenever their majesties marshal their forces, theirs shall their champion be to battle at their side, to defend the crown and kingdom against all who take up arms against An Tir. As this is a grave responsibility not to be undertaken lightly, for even as the champion takes their place in court, and at their majesty's side, they must know that by their deeds they showed forth the honor and chivalry of that court and this kingdom to all the known world. Understand the position for which you compete, and mark it now to the words of the crown. The words of the crown are as follows. Thank you for joining us.
You all are amazing. Great partners, and nothing but close esteem and respect, and so honored and humbled to have you out here writing. So much for what you do, what you share. Ride well and have fun. Safe. Yeah. Stay on.
Rubber side down.
That's the intent.
And before you move away, the oath. Do each of you now swear that should you be victorious this day, you will fulfill the obligations of the Equestrian Champion of An Tir. There will be a test later.
I so swear.
And will you abide by the laws of this kingdom? And will you bear yourself now and in the future with the honor and chivalry, virtue, and loyalty which must mark our champions An Tir?
I so swear.
Then make yourselves ready for the course. Henceforth, let none but the chivalrous combatants and those with official business pertaining to the course come within these precincts until the competition is concluded.
Thank you, Harold.
Huzzah!
Hip hip! Huzzah! Huzzah! One more. Hip hip! Huzzah! I shouldn't have
And thus begins championship.
Yeah, the wind's kind of in there.
So we're having a little lull here while they get ready, and guess who just rolled up while we were sitting here? Their Royal Highnesses. So we're live streaming right now, and I'm sorry to put you on the spot, Your Highness, but Madrona and Kingdom's so excited for you in Athos. We need to know: is it going to be a 14th century step up or a Roman step up?
Ooh, it's a really good question. TBD, though I am definitely into the 14th century. So
TBD is
get your
probably
curdles ready.
safe. Curdles ready, at the ready. All right.
Tickets on curdles ready.
Are you looking forward to wearing tippets?
The people want to know.
The people, when we're live streaming, and just oh,
Yes.
yeah, tippets and no
Yes.
tippets.
Yes. Pro tip.
What are you getting me into?
14th century.
14th century.
Yeah. So, can I put you on the spot for a second, Your Highness?
I'm ready.
So, what was it about your headspace that was different yesterday than before? Because you look like you're on fire. I mean, you always fight well.
In the moment.
Just in the moment.
Yeah, finding a good ferocious intensity without overthinking any given movement or moment.
Excellent.
Of
course. Me and talking to your populace.
Thank you very much.
We look forward to 12th night. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Roman or 14th century, or maybe something else.
Maybe both. Who knows?
Well, we have to have choices.
Options are always important.
Thank you.
Reveal.
Thank
Yeah, like
you.
snaps.
Yeah. Tearaways. You heard it. She's talking tearaways.
Please, everyone. Right behind you, Graham.
Driffa, I'm in love with your dress. Good.
Videotape me kind of. I'm here to serve.
You're here to serve?
I'm here to serve. Humbly.
Always humble. So there's going to be a lot of downtime between, rides because it takes a lot of time to wrangle horses. So just so you all know, you're in the splash
What you say will be recorded, so.
Yeah, I will let you know if I turn the camera. I am turning the camera towards you. This is the crowd. Look at them. They're all very excited to get things going. Just letting them know that because I have a little bit of, I need to do everything all at once, that we will be doing random interviews during the downtime. So, well, when you don't make eye contact with me, it makes me like even more stubborn to get to you. So.
I see your strategy. I see your strategy.
No, you're fine.
I know you'll talk to me. Yeah, I'm not worried about her. We are going to talk to Baroness right now. She is done a lot of equestrian lately. And I was just wondering if you could sort of explain to the people at home how this is going to work. How many events are they doing? It's like a pentathlon. Like, how does it work and how do they score?
There's a variety of the mounted games that they will be doing. I'm not sure of the order or how many that the Equestrian Champion has decided upon for this year. But I can see that we have the quintain, which is the very small rings that they will have, shield that they will have to hit, and we count the number of spins.
So it has to be hard.
There are the rings, which have a different number. There's different sizes. So you have the 4-inch here. They're the ones that are right close to here.
Oh, yes.
And so there are different sizes of rings to emphasize the skill, and they will have to come down one side with their lance and acquire them down to the next and the end, and then turn and come back. And it is scored by how many of the rings they acquire.
But the ring
and the
goes
size.
from like thigh size to like
5-inch to
like
about
a brindle thumb.
like a 2-inch, yes, 2-inch ring, and they're held on by magnets.
Oh, magnets.
So, and then there's heads.
I thank you all for coming to watch someone take the cloaks from me. They're warm, they're comforting, they're very pretty. There are 3 of them. Along with the regalia is a very large lance, as you saw earlier, and caparison for a horse that is incomplete. But I am sure that the next champion will add to it because nothing like a horse trailer to put stuff into. Our first competitor today is the lovely Baroness Driffa of Lord Rody. A near miss is a hit.
So I think she got one. This is the side with the small rings.
Which side first?
So and she'll go back the other way
There-
after they
we
set
need
it up.
a cup of tall.
Look, here comes Tall.
Over here. Go get it. But yeah, the equestrians do need a large number of ground crew to help keep everything.
It takes a lot of support staff. It's almost like arts and sciences.
Even more so because we have to have the crew to help reset for each pass. So for rings, obviously, we need to put the sizes back up in the order. And Drift's coming for her second pass. I tell her, then she can repeat it. So they go through, they have to drop the number they pick up here, and that's how they count the official number. They reset, so support staff has to come and help reset all of the rings for here, or put the heads back.
Up, you can kind of see the sizes of the rings there.
Yeah, from 1 inch to a 5-inch ring.
So she just slashes the heads?
They slash the heads.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was a
on and
little
off.
slow
Yep.
on the camera there, people. I will do better.
Go through and see which one she's got. The knocked one may not count because that could have been some. If she knocked it over with the blade, that's different than if she say hit it with the backwards. Would you mind holding this just for a second? I have a splitter we could try to use. She is now going to come and do the target. They've got the target on the side, so we try and do the different angles. Oh, she got it in the heart. Huzzah! The reason they do the entire one at a time is if the combatants are changing, they're sharing a horse, they can have. This works. It does go
That is 5 full points with the insane left.
Size is a turning list shield, a little bit larger.
All
That will give the audience a better idea of just how big that shield they're having to hit. It's about an inch larger than a tourney list shield. And then it's counted by having it go, and it needs to do at least a full circuit. Very cool.
So does that complete the run?
They haven't done the.
Oh, okay.
They've done the The pink foam is a pig, so she is now having to go and stick the pig.
Poke the pigs. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you can see at home, but there are little pink pigs on the ground.
Nope, that was missed. She missed all three that pass. With here, they would.
How many passes of the pigs do they get?
2. Take it off. But there are different sizes of the pigs, which helps show some of the skill. There are different sizes of the pig, which is just the pink foam.
So if she gets a pig, does she get to go again and try to get all 3?
Well, they're having, it looks like 2 sessions of passing.
Okay. But because the spike on her spear is not like long enough to pick up all 3 pigs at once, so each time she gets one, she gets to try again.
That is going to be up to the discretion of the king.
All right.
The ground crew helped clear it.
I really appreciate you explaining to all of us because it's much more fun to watch when you know what's going on.
And you'll see some of the champion contestants will probably do this at a different gait. They are encouraged to keep to the same gait throughout.
When you say gait, is that speed?
That's like walk, trot, canter, gallop.
Okay.
I can only do things at a walk.
Do you get points for going faster?
Part of the equestrian world is maneuverability of your horse and calmness of your horse. And we hype these guys up, and we hype them up, and we hype them up, and then we ask them to and do things like side pass. That way. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl.
They're showing the skill and the training of the horse at this time.
One of the things that really amazes me about the equestrian community. Oh, we're going to listen to her talk to her master.
Shoot archery. She wants to shoot archery. I want to shoot archery. This dress does not want to shoot archery. So if you wouldn't mind.
Your Majesty.
That would be a challenging
Consent
one
is important.
to
Stuff.
Your dress is fabulous.
I will bring you don't. Thank you.
range is set up as a Korean 3-shot, side-on shots. You may fire as many arrows as you can in the time you have to get from the start of the shoot to the end of the shoot.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Do they get more points for going faster?
No. If they go faster badly, absolutely no. But if they go faster well, it is more impressive.
So there is a subjective component.
There is absolutely a subjective component to the horsemanship.
Excellent. Thank you.
Of the range.
Safety is important.
Safety is key.
What His Royal Highness Tiri would like to know what the weight of the bows are.
Drifa, what is the weight of your bow? Thank you.
21.
She has the reins in her mouth while she is doing this to keep her hands clear. Huh? The reins are in her mouth because she has 21 pounds.
So she's giving like Marita from Brave vibes here. I don't know if you can see it at home, but she has the reins to her horse in her mouth so that she can shoot her bow. It is very impressive.
Hay bale, not the target, but it is the hay bale. Counting the arrows.
Over by the Quinton.
So is that a complete pass then? It's. Yep, it looks like Ulrich is going next.
Yes.
All right.
That is a complete run for Drifa.
Excellent. Our next competitor is Baron Ulrich from Valkenfeld.
In, out. He's using his cavalry saber instead of a lance.
So I know the barn's a little dark, but he is knocking heads off of poles right now.
Yes. target is actually on there, but we're about to find out where he hit.
Top of the lung, 2. My lords and ladies, that is a pair. They are hitting.
Thank you. So Drifa hit the heart of the bear. He hit the top of the lungs. Oh.
An Tir!
Spinning. That was a good one. The amount of showmanship that they put into the barding on their horses is pretty incredible.
Yeah. So he's got the breast band, he's got the saddle blanket, and the caparison drape, all to coordinate with his medium-sized pig.
Yeah. So what I was going to say earlier is what is super amazing about the equestrian community is they bring all of, like, camping in the SDA is a lot of
Huzzah!
stuff already, but they bring all of the stuff we all bring. And on top of that, a horse and all the things you need for the horse. And then they spend a lot of the day sharing their animal and all of their stuff to get other people involved. There's the amount of generosity in the equestrian community is outrageously impressive.
Yes, many of them are willing to travel great distances with one or more of their horses, let people learn to ride on them. Ulrich has been assisting and even work, and Edward this weekend with allowing children even to learn as well as adults, so long as they have the appropriate solid shoe coverings. They should be wearing a hat with the youth. We want to make sure especially that they don't have any head injuries.
Safety.
He's going through the reeds. He's again using his cavalry saber. He came to us from the Civil War. He's actually
That's always nice too.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for letting us show our wares.
He does not do some of the others yet, but he focuses a lot of the ones that cross over with the cavalry because of doing the Civil War stuff as well. But he has been bringing a number of equestrians in.
So
from
he's not
there.
going to do the rings.
He's not doing the rings.
And does that mean he doesn't get full points?
He's
or?
not going to get points for that
Okay.
because of,
All right.
of those areas.
Okay.
It's
Drifa's
so-
asking for her dress back.
I don't think it would suit His Majesty.
No, Her Majesty could rock it though.
Well, that color she can rock.
Yeah. She is so amazing with color.
Very much so. All right.
All right, so we have a little
Looks
pause
like
while we're going to wait for the next one.
It looks like it might be Duchess Anhara next, possibly.
Do I have a
She's
bee in my-
manipulating. No, not now.
I mean, that kind of generosity too. Like you bring a horse for
Oh,
your
it's-
competitor to ride. Oh, it is
Comes
Edward Ian Anderson is next. I guess they're going in reverse order of precedence.
Quite possible.
Edward,
Your Majesty, with your permission, I will ride before the prince. I've chosen 2 Polish Renaissance dances that I have researched that they
choosing to do a dance to show his yes to a period appropriate music from his persona. That is in part what's unusual. Those are involved.
One stage to know if your horse trusts you. Somebody over here she doesn't like. Hi, IR.
No comment.
Oh!
Extra piece.
I was going to have a joke there, but I think I missed my moment. It is indeed like a merry-go-round.
She doesn't like the flags.
So he said his horse does not like the flags, so they're going to skip the rings.
Oh, you're allowed
They might
certain
try
number
it
of
the other
refusals,
side.
but they're gonna try the other side.
All right, here we go. I'm going to try it from the other side.
Yeah, they're allowed a certain number of refusals, but then they need to skip and go to the next piece. But it really is a mark of trust to have the horse be able to go around the fluttering things because they are a prey animal.
Duchess Miranda is being super helpful. If you weren't here earlier, her horse has been acting up, and she offered her horse instead. So it wasn't a good joke by
Attempt
Her
to
Grace.
stay on. Quintain.
And it's still spinning.
Yes. Yeah, you figure they're trying to hit something the size of your palm.
Yeah, the precision that is required in this game, I don't know if you can really see because it is dark in here to be filming, but it's impressive.
He's like, forget this, boss.
His Majesty made a funny.
Got squares like this.
And then one of the people on his team said, "Hey."
What it's like on the field for yourself. Some days you just have a day that nothing seems to click right. You can have all the best looking kit in the world
And all the training, and some days your head isn't there, or there's flags that you're afraid of,
all right.
or a big Duke.
Looks like he might be going to hunt the bear. So he used the back of his javelin to hit the Quintain again.
He
So
stuck
with
it
this,
good.
they have to have it stay upright. It can't fall out.
Okay, that's good to know.
It doesn't count.
And Brianna, the current equestrian champion, is going to go tell us where he stuck the bear. The stomach this time.
Combat is not always the fastest or the strongest. It's the most controlled.
See, it looks like it's either going to come to heads or reeds.
And he just told us he's going to do it
Reed.
slow and controlled.
So I apologize for any of our shortcomings. This is only her third tournament. It is only the first time that we have cantered in a tournament because we were having saddle issues, and we have corrected that now. So we're learning. And working with the horse and learning is very important. Being able to stand, and the lessons are handed to you, and when they're handed off to your ground. So, stand. This is the behavior you want to see a horse do when they're working with your ground. Thank you. Thank you, President. Thank you, Your Majesty.
His run. So I think the next one will either be Miranda or Anharad. It looks like Anharad's on her horse, so probably Anharad.
That's impressive to do that much with it.
So nobody knows for sure, but Many of us believe that Duchess Anhrad bathes in blood or something because the woman does not age.
She's another Dorian Gray.
Yes.
She's got a portrait in the attic.
She has a portrait in the attic.
Either that or she's good.
Because when you look back on pictures of her reigning in the 80s, she looks exactly the same.
But I'd like to offer you, no matter what happens today, that I know I'm a driving person, and I can drive you in a chariot at some point, should you wish it. I wrote the rules for driving for the Kingdom of An Tir, so I'll be happy to.
She offered their majesties a chariot ride.
We did equestrian in a chariot at May Crown.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. She was
Little
saying
Red
that
was the one who pulled.
her thing is more driving horses than.
Yeah.
So. This horse?
Yes. In fact, at the first time I met Ulrich, he had Shawnee and Little Red at An Tir. And Little Red, so that was impressive. They had a huge course for part of it.
She took that head out like the heavy fighter she is. Little known fact, I believe Duchess Anhrad is one of Thorin's squires. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
I remember her being queen in the 80s.
His Majesty's explaining it's about finesse and not necessarily brute force. Although I have to tell you, I liked watching the brute force. It was very satisfying to watch her just like take those things down.
Looks like she may be coming. Is that pig or boar? Let's see what she's going for.
Oh, is it a boar they're stabbing, not a bear?
Well, it's a bear.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
She's going for a bear.
I'm learning so many new things today.
It is upright.
It is upright and it looks, I don't know, it looks very close to where Ed hit it, but hard to tell. Brianna's going to tell us though.
In the heart.
In the heart. That's where Driffa hit the bear too, right?
Yes. The ladies have good aim today.
The ladies know how to take the bear out. It's all about the beautiful dress. I don't know.
Huzzah! Red has commentary.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to count that one. That's not the tip of the lance.
Yeah, it didn't. We didn't hear the thunk.
We just Huzzah!
There, we got it. And that is spinning like there's no tomorrow.
Yay! Advantage because our skirts, if we're wearing with, full women's clothing, can act as an additional comparison. She's got a small one underneath the saddle, but her skirt is beautiful.
Why
draped over that.
would a comparison be an advantage?
The comparison, besides adding to the pageantry, it's another area for, say, on the field, to have your heraldry in colors or a badge or so forth, which makes you easily visible to say, there's the person we're looking for. There's just like a banner, just like a tabard or the shield.
Part of the subjective points is like maybe how they look, like their
overall
style, their franchise. Talk knightly qualities.
Well, that's one of the things, like with our riderless horse comparison, using the retired An Tir regalia, it's very obvious who, what, where.
Just missed the pig there.
Yes.
The weather's been crazy.
Looked like someone else was warming up on Shawnee out in the field. I don't know if they were keeping the bird.
So is that her whole run then? Or no, it looks like she's doing something else.
She's got the long one, looks like. Okay.
There we go.
There you go. And you'll note that Red stood still for that, having that move around just off in that peripheral. Oh.
Almost got the last one. Didn't quite hook it up. So Her Grace is coming over to do the rings now.
Oh. Harder size rings.
Yeah, these are the little rings, and Brianna told us earlier that
A hit was a count.
a hit is a count, so she did get one of the little
2-inch.
rings over here. And she's going to come back for the bigger rings.
5. Oh, this 4. Huzzah! Just set it on top of my little piece of cream. Huzzah! Woo! She got the smallest ring off that far end.
Yeah, she's having a pretty good ride.
Option. We can go on.
And again, some of them are wrapped in the ribbon to help make them a little more visible. But the fluttering can also be a distraction for the horse. So it, again, shows how controlled.
It looks like Duchess Miranda is on Hondo, and she is going to give this a try and see if he's calmed down enough
She's been on Hondo.
to do this. And Duchess Miranda is our last competitor. So after they go through all the 5, do they do a finals, or is it just?
If there are, if there's a tie, then they would need to do at least
Otherwise
one.
it's-
Otherwise, it's the scored points, just like the Kingdom Protector.
Okay.
No, we have one more. Dr. Miranda. Oh.
I need to go get a drink. I have not been drinking out of it. I just have a cup. So you're welcome. And I've got more, so you can finish it.
Okay. So is she done, or
She is coming up to
she's
do.
gonna do?
Oh, she did not hit. She was going for the side target.
Okay. So is Drifla the only one doing the arrows?
I think of these competitors, Driffa might be the only one. I don't know if Miranda will be trying it on Hondo especially, but I know Driffa has done the mounted archery. One of the ground crew, Domenico.
And if you come out the turkey, you will get 10 points. What do you want?
You got it to sit. Please. Did she hit the target itself or just the outside of it? Domenico. Domenico. Yeah, it's in front of me. If you have a chance, if you could come back and talk about the mounted archery, that would be awesome. He does that outside of this as well.
Okay. All right. So what is she doing? Oh, she's.
Oh. She got the bail. Good. Oh.
All right. Duchess, or is she still doing stuff?
We're waiting one last bit for
one
Duchess
last
Anharad. Do we have bird for dinner?
Thank you everyone for watching.
All right, now Duchess Miranda is waiting.
Majesty, Margo's decided he wants to come say hello. And we'll see how far we can go. And then we might be switching horses midstream. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Would you be riding if you have to switch?
Laire.
Awesome.
Great.
Just doing some of the control bits.
That's where he stopped.
Parking brake.
Whoa.
There, boss.
Good boy.
Oh, huzzah.
Help
1 inch.
I thought you got this little. Oh, you got two. My Yes. How many eggs?
I got it.
Okay.
Come on, Hondo. to weave the reeds, Mom.
You're not supposed to weave them. You're supposed to go straight through them. He wants to weave them. Pardon? The pigs are different points.
So her horse is being pretty temperamental. I think she was gonna go try to stick the pigs.
Hey, lady.
And they're gonna see if the other horse goes, if Honda will go too. It doesn't look like he wants to. All right, here he goes.
Well done.
The amount of sportsmanship everybody's showing by helping her, getting her horse going is pretty remarkable as well.
Come on, Honda.
Almost. All right. Huzzah! And that is the end of Miranda's ride.
Good boy, Honda.
Populace, Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, I thank you for your indulgence.
Thank you for.
It was important after he was rearing and misbehaving that he had to go through the games. It's not really nice to me because he doesn't like the games, but he needed to do it, and I thank you for your indulgence.
Of course. We love you so much. Thank you,
Honda. That ends the competition, but we are going to do a spotted court.
So they're going to immediately switch the champion, announce who the champion is, invest the new champion, and I believe do the equestrian officer changeover. So we'll stay for those, and then this reporter needs to go get in armor. So we'll hope that this is quick. What?
Do you need me to take over so you can get moving? This should work, right? Yeah, it should be just a quick. Everybody switch horses here. So that collected trot is called a park. And they can bring their
So I think we're just waiting for them to tally the points. And then they're going to tell us who won and do this quick court. Are we doing the court over there? Like, where are we going? No? Over there. Okay. They're doing court there? We're going to try to get over to court because apparently they're not doing it where the spectators are.
I know he's getting a couple of lessons.
Well, it's like the only
Protectors of An Tir, pay heed to their majesties as we solemnize the changeover of the Kingdom Equestrian Officer. With the current Equestrian Officer, please come forward.
I want to thank you for all of your service, all of your care for this community and support. I've been firsthand recipient of your support and words, and it means a lot, especially for the pandemic and all of that. That's been keeping this group of monkeys together and moving forward is not always easy. You have our utmost thanks.
They're thanking the Kingdom Equestrian
You have greatly served
officer
An Tir as the
and
Kingdom
releasing her.
Equestrian Marshal, and their majesties have given you their personal thanks. Would you please call forward your successor?
Sir Edward Ian Anderson.
Sir Edward Ian Anderson.
Your Majesty, before you dismiss her, the equestrians of the community came together and wanted to give her some gifts. To thank her for all that she's done to keep our group together and our community safe, and thank you very much.
Sir Edward has presented Anna with gifts from the equestrian community in recognition of her hard work and efforts.
You know where to find
Enjoy the starts of the outgoing Kingdom Equestrian Officer. Do you, Sir Edward, swear that you will uphold the crown of An Tir, to follow the laws of combat, and keep all secrets save treason unto the crown safe?
I, Edward Ian Anderson, do here so swear to my lawful king and queen.
And we, for our part, accept your fealty and will protect you and yours from all foes and support you in whatever endeavors you need. So say we, King. Walking aside as King. Thank you, Edward.
Thank you.
3 cheers for the new Kingdom Equestrian Officer. Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah!
Hey, finally a
That's
horse.
the spin.
A horse
Horse
by
to get by.
speed.
His Majesty's court.
So I had 6 participants that actually did them. I got 2 in the email.
Okay, so I was misinformed. The equestrian champion will be announced in final court tonight. So I think we are going to sign off now. Thanks for joining us, and see you later.
Pony the kids around.